Good morning, traders. It is Friday, April 4th. I'm going to keep this short, 3 minutes or less. Market is selling off overnight. You can see the big drop that we've got. We're down about 200 points on the S&P 500. There's only one strategy I'm really interested in today. You know I am bearish longer term, and I am still bearish longer term. We are going to get a bounce in here. That rubber band is stretched way too wide. So let's take a look at a longer term chart. This is 2002. Did a nice little sell off, nice little bounce, break that horizontal support. Boom, big leg down. Look at this candle right here. Long red candle. Next candle, this green candle here. Big gap down overnight, massive gap down. The world is falling apart. What happens? Rallied the entire day. That is a capitulation low. I'm looking for one on a very short-term basis. I'm looking for a bounce in here. I don't know if it's coming today. I don't know if it's coming in 2 days, but we are going to hit a capitulation low in here. And let's go to the daily chart and take a look at what's happening overnight and where the market is currently. That is what we're slated to do overnight tonight, all the way down here to 522. 525 was a target of mine based on a measured move that I had mentioned in my last video. So I think we're going to be getting close to support, but we don't guess, do we? No, we trade what we see, not what we think. This is what a capitulation low looks like, and here's how it works. Big gap down after heavy selling previously. You get this tick, 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 tick lower. And nice, tiny bodied candles tell you that there are some buyers in there. Finally, you get this blow off, this air pocket, this capitulation, where those who want to sell just puke everything out. And then, lo and behold, the market probes so deep that the bottom of your stomach drops out and it reverses instantly to form this bullish hammer. Next, and I mean immediately, the next candle, not 3 candles later, not 5 candles later, the next candle. You get this massive candle back up. Now, instant follow through. Now you've got 3 stacked green candles. You're above the open from that long red candle, and you can see there's very little overlap. Market continues to march higher, and you'll get a little test in there, one little red bar. Boom! That thing is erased immediately. I'm not talking in 3 or 4 bars. I'm talking immediately. All of this has to happen immediately, or it's not the one. Okay? And if it is the one, then we trade it aggressively. We watch for that bounce. We watch for that follow through. We get into the gap quickly, and then we continue to rally, and we fill the entire gap. That's a 200-point S&P move today based on where the futures are right now. Yes, this pattern exists, and it happens. I don't know if it's going to happen today, but I know we're getting close to this type of setup. So this is something you should be watching for. I think that getting short in here is very, very risky because of this move. You can get a 100-point S&P move in your face instantly. And if we start getting lots of mixed candles on the way down, herky-jerky price movement, actually that would be a sign that there are some buyers on the way down and that you can expect one of these capitulations. So it doesn't necessarily have to be these tiny bodied candles, but a very stubborn move. Eventually buyers throw in the towel, and that's when you hit that air pocket, and they're waiting in the wings. And when they come in with a vengeance. So I am longer term bearish, but I am looking for a short term bounce in here, and I am looking for a capitulation low. Do not trade anything other than this pattern right now today. And I'm putting this out there before the jobs report, which I think the jobs report's going to be pretty decent. We should see some decent job growth in the 150 to 170K range, and initial jobless claims over the course of the last 3 weeks have been pretty decent at 220K. So there's no reason to expect a bad jobs report. I absolutely would not be buying a bounce on a decent jobs report in the 200K range, that would be fluffy. We need to have this capitulation low. We need to have this blow off. Then and only then do we have an opportunity to trade. I am also looking to sell some out of the money naked puts on strong stocks as option applied volatilities explode, but I'll get into that later today in the chat room. Thanks so much for watching. Trade well, be smart, watch her bounce in here.
Thank you for watching this YouTube video. I'm Pete Stolzers, and I'm going to keep the trade ideas coming along with lots of education, so make sure to subscribe to the channel and please turn on your notifications so that you never miss another trade. If you like the content, please give it a thumbs up. I've loaded 2 other videos that I think you're really going to enjoy. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon.